Hello friends, welcome to the fourth lecture of the video lecture series on pointers in C and C++ by GetGyan. In this lecture, we are going to study about valid pointer operations in C and C++. That is, what are the valid operations you can do on pointer variables in C and C++. If you haven't watched the previous videos in this series, I'd advise you to watch them to understand this topic better. I've attached the link of the whole playlist in the description section. So let's just start this lecture. Valid pointer operations in C and C++. What are the valid operations on pointers in C++? First is assignment of pointer of the same type. What it means is that if you have two pointers of the same type, that is both the two pointers are pointing to the same data type variable, that is if you have a pointer of type int star ptr1 and another pointer variable int star ptr2, then you can assign ptr1 to ptr2 to ptr1 or ptr1 to ptr2. That is, you can assign ptr to ptr1 or ptr1 to ptr2. That is, if both the pointers are pointing to the same data type, you can assign them and always. Okay, you can assign them to each other always. And if you have a pointer of different data types like int star ptr1, let's say ptr3 and double star ptr4, then you can't just simply assign them like here. In order to assign them, you have to do typecasting. That is, ptr3 is equal to, what is the type of ptr3? Int star. And what is the type of ptr4? Is double. It's pointing to a double, so you have to write here int star ptr4. Why this is the case? Because both the pointers variable have the same size, but the thing is that when you do address arithmetic using this pointer, this is pointing to a ptr to a integer type pointer, integer type variable, and while you do address arithmetic, the scaled addition should be like that. You should point to the next element of that type. Okay. Now the second valid operations you can do on a pointer is adding an integer to a pointer. You can add an integer to a pointer. Okay, like for example, let's say we have an array here a5. Okay, and one more thing, you can, if you have an array int star int a5 and another pointer int star ptr, then you can do ptr is equal to a, that is assign the address of the array to the pointer, but you can't do a is equal to ptr because this is just a mnemonic. I have discussed this in the previous lecture as well. Okay, and now adding an integer to a pointer. Let's say you have an array a of 5 elements, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, then what you can do is, let's say our pointer is pointing to this location ptr. Okay, our pointer ptr is pointing to this location. Then if you add 2, that is if you do ptr is equal to ptr plus 2, that is adding an integer to a pointer variable, you are now locating to this memory location. Okay, and now if you do ptr is equal to ptr plus 3, then you are pointing to this memory location. Okay, so like if you add an integer to a pointer, the additions are scaled one. That if you do ptr is equal to ptr plus I, then you are pointing to I elements beyond what is ptr pointing to now. Okay, but you but be very cautious to not add, like if you add 1 2 3 4 5 here, will go out of bound. So make sure you don't go out of bound. In the same way, you can you can subtract an integer from a pointer as well. Like if you can do ptr minus 3, ptr minus 4. Like let's say ptr is pointing here, and if you do ptr is equal to ptr minus 1, then ptr will now point to here. Okay, but make sure you don't go out of bound. That if you do ptr is equal to ptr minus 2, you will be pointing to some invalid location. Okay, now now we saw that we can add an integer to a pointer variable or subtract an integer from a pointer variable. But you can only add or subtract an integer from a pointer variable. You can't add a double variable or a float variable or a character variable to a pointer. You can already add integer or subtract integer from a pointer variable. Okay. Subtracting or comparing two pointers to the members of the same array. What it means is that if you have an array, let's say if you have array int a5, okay, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5 6, entire 6, okay, and you have two pointer int star ptr1, int star ptr2, okay, and let's say I assign ptr1 to first element in the array, that is our ptr1 is pointing to this memory location. Okay, and let's say we assign ptr2 to our third index, that is 0 1 2 3. Our ptr2 is indicating to this location, that is pointing to this location. So you can do these things. If you can compare ptr and ptr2, like if ptr1 is less than ptr2, what it means that if ptr is less than ptr2, less comparison here means that less than means that if ptr is pointing to a memory location which is left of the memory location to which ptr2 is pointing to, that is ptr here is pointing to this memory location and ptr2 is pointing to this memory location, and this memory location is left to the left of the this memory location. So our ptr1 less than ptr2 is true here. But if you do ptr1 is equal to ptr2, if you check, ptr is pointing to this memory location, ptr2 is pointing to this memory location, they are not the same, so this will be false. Okay, and if you do ptr1 is greater than ptr2, what it means is that if ptr it will be true only when ptr points to a memory location which is to the right of the memory location pointed by ptr2, but here our ptr1 is pointing to a memory location which is to the left of the memory location pointed by ptr2. So you can do comparison between two pointers only if they are pointing to the same array. Okay, and one more operation you can do is like if our previously our array was 1 2 3 4 5 6 and our ptr1 was pointing to here and ptr2 is now subtracting two pointers which are pointing to the same array, members of the same array, can be used to find out the number of elements between these two memory location including these two blocks. How it can be done is that if you do ptr2 minus ptr1 plus 1, it will give you the number of elements, that is 1 2 3 4, it will give you 4. How? Let's say this memory location is 100. Let's say size of an integer in our system is 2, so this will be 102, this will be 104, this will be 106, this will be 108, this will be 110. Okay, so what is 106 minus 100? It should be 6, but you already know all the subtraction and addition in pointer arithmetic are scaled up, so it will be divided by 2. That is the size of the integer variable, so it is become 6 by 2 plus 1. So it is 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. That it is, if you subtract one pointer from another pointer, given that for the first pointer is to the right of the second pointer, you will get the number of elements, including elements between them, including the member elements pointed by those pointer variables. Okay. And the last operation you can valid operation you can do on a pointer is that you can compare or assign it to a 0. Like you can if you have a pointer int star ptr, you can write ptr is equal to 0, or you can check if ptr is equal to 0, that you can compare it to 0 or assign it to 0. And remember that you can't assign pointer to any other value, only the special case is 0. You can only assign a pointer to 0. 0 means null. Yeah, but according to the standards of C and C++, it's better to not use this 0. Instead you should use null, and in studio.s they have already defined null as 0. Okay, so you can compare pointer to 0 or compare pointer to 0 and assign pointer to 0. This is because nothing is allocated in the memory location 0. It is used as a reference to check whether the pointer is invalid or valid here. So my advice would be to use null instead of 0. Okay. So you just saw what are the valid operations using pointers in C and C++. If you like this video, please please like the video and share it with your friends. And also for the notes I've used here, you can find these notes in my blog. I have attached the link of my blog in the description section. You can go there and download the notes. And also if you have any feedbacks for my video, you can leave them in the comment section. And also please don't forget to raise any doubt you have in the comment section. I would love to answer them. And also please subscribe to my channel, because I'll be uploading such videos daily. I'll be creating all the topic wise video lecture series, and if you subscribe them, you can get them easily. Okay. And then thanks for watching this video. Okay, bye.